She was groomed for sex, picked up and abused by countless men around Blackpool's seafront before being murdered. But no one's ever been convicted for what happened to 14-year-old Charlene Downs, and her body has never been found. 10 years on, Lancashire police have announced they've relaunched their investigation into her death and are linking it to the disappearance of another teenage girl. Our Home Affairs correspondent Simon Israel has this.
The murder of 14-year-old Charlene Downs back in 2003 exposed the dark, seedy side of this northern seaside resort, where grooming was part of life many years before it hit the headlines. 10 years ago to this day, the troubled teenager was last spotted in a bar on the North Pier with a vodka and coke, before disappearing into a maze of arcades and kebab shops, never to be seen again.
It's something like say, which I wouldn't like to say wish on anybody. I mean, when you lose one of your own babies, right, it's devastating enough. But 10 years on, right, it's still like as if it was like yesterday.
As the years went by, her case became a cause célèbre for the far right.
Justice!
They blamed Muslim paedophile gangs. BNP leader Nick Griffin even doorstepped prosecutors demanding justice.
We're demanding a public inquiry into the failure of the establishment to protect young girls from grooming gangs.
But the list of potential suspects stretched right across the social spectrum and included some who'd associated with Charlene's family. 2 trials failed to deliver convictions. Lancashire police were heavily criticised for flawed investigations which delivered incoherent covert recordings. Now the inquiry is to be reopened and linked to the 2007 disappearance of 15-year-old Paige Chivers, another victim of grooming on the seafront.
They were both victims of child sexual exploitation in the same area of Lancashire. So that is the link. Their paths to their tragic fate were exactly the same. And in that respect, the profiles of these 2 murders are very, very similar.
Exploitation under the bright lights, among the fruit machines and doner kebabs, went on for years. Charlene and Paige were not the only ones. Police believe there could have been up to 60 victims and are hoping this post-Savile world will give them a voice.